At least 45 people are dead and dozens more are missing after a flash flood in southwestern Kenya. The raging water swept away homes and cars at a time when large parts of the country have already been inundated by weeks of heavy rains.
People try to salvage what they can as the search for survivors continues in Kenya's Rift Valley. The flash flood and ensuing landslide submerged roads and homes. Authorities warn the death toll is likely to rise. The powerful flood uprooted many trees as the water spilled downstream, trapping vehicles and blocking major roadways. Local residents are joining the Kenya Red Cross Society with search and rescue efforts.
Many people have died, and we have saved around a dozen people this morning. There are more victims, but we don't know if they're dead. They've been taken to hospital.
The disaster struck in the dead of night. Those recovering at the local hospital recount harrowing stories about the water carrying away loved ones into the night.
My youngest daughter was holding onto my back while we were in the water, and she was begging me not to leave her. I reassured her and told her to hold on to the nearby floating debris. Unfortunately, she's gone now. My eldest daughter is in hospital, but the rest of the children.
The disaster took place in the town of Mai Mahiu, some 60 kilometers northwest of the capital, Nairobi. Police initially blamed the flooding on a burst dam. It's now believed a debris-clogged gully may have been the source of the tragedy. Flash floods and heavy rains have displaced thousands of Kenyans in recent weeks. The government says help is on the way.
We are having a cabinet meeting to be able to discuss on additional measures that my government is going to take to make sure that citizens who are victims of climate change, who today are suffering floods, they are suffering mudslides, are looked after.
An investigation has been launched to determine the cause of this latest flash flood.
All right, I'm joined now by DW's Felix Maringa. Felix, you are at the location. What's the situation? What are you seeing there?
The situation is quite bad. We're just standing just next to one of the victims' houses. This was somebody's house that was brought down by the floods. Just on this other side, my cameraman will be showing you, this was somebody's window that actually also got brought. Lines were brought down, water pipes were also broken. So the people in the area no longer have electricity, they no longer have water around them. And this is just one of the hundreds of houses, and that's how they look like. On the other side, we've seen there is a car that was brought down by the waters and it is still hanging on the trees. Several cars that belong to different owners are in different homesteads, places where they had their lavatories and everything. Literally all of them brought down, and people here are devastated. People are saying they've never seen whatever they've seen. This is one of a kind.
Yeah, I mean, what you're showing us, it's clear that they certainly had no time to prepare. They didn't see what was about to happen. Do we know what authorities are offering? I mean, are the authorities themselves coping with this?
So when the incident took place, the locals jumped in and started rescuing their fellows. Later on, police and other servicemen came and started rescuing the people. People were rushed to hospitals. the Minister for Transport, as well as the governor from this area and Kenya's deputy president, all visited the area and the victims, and they've promised support. They came with foodstuffs, but that is the much that was done today. But they've said they will cater, they will take care of the hospital bills. They'll also ensure that the victims of this particular flooding are taken care of. But that is just what they said. It's not started taking place, but the victims are sheltered in different schools and churches around the area.
And Felix, we want to let our viewers know that, right now is the rainy season in Kenya. The rainy season has been a tough one, but are these rains, are they different from what we've seen in past years?
Going by what has happened in Nairobi and other places within the country, it is very different. We're seeing rivers breaking banks. So many people died. So many people have been displaced from their homes. And schools were actually supposed to reopen today in the whole country, but they were not able to open because roofs have been shattered and walls have come down. This is one of a kind. The weatherman says that the rains will continue for the next about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So people are being asked to stay safe, but everywhere we go, people are saying that they've never seen this kind of destruction ever in their lifetime.
TW's Felix Mavuriko with the latest tonight. Felix, as always, thank you.